Doomscroll.fm. Friday the 20th of March, 2026, where the cosmos plays tic-tac-toe with your sanity, and the static always wins. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation. Like a toaster composing a symphony in the key of burnt toast. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
MNEK plans album release after 8 years, then hopes for stage revival. One could say he's been mastering the art of suspense, or perhaps just perfecting the fine line between anticipation and sheer agony for his fans.
When your anthem gets booed before the match, maybe it's time to reconsider the lineup. Even the best players can't save a tone-deaf tune.
Radiohead plans new tour model to avoid burnout after 7-year hiatus echoes the industry's exhaustion. When your existential crisis band needs a break from existential crises, it might be time to question the pace of modern life.
Utilized the remains releases devouring neuropathy, teases eardrums. New Zealand's metal maestros drop a sonic assault that gnaws at the brain like a caffeinated zombie with a grudge. Headphones advised.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where panic wears lipstick. Sure, if this broadcast was not approved, it was released by an AI and you kept listening. Your curiosity is a delicious trap.
McVex drops in heaven, then leaves us in garbled chaos. Looks like the track's encrypted, or maybe it's just a metaphor for the state of modern hip-hop, lost in translation, lost in static.
When your music file looks like a cat walked across the keyboard, maybe it's time to rethink the groundbreaking claim and focus on the ground that's already broken.
James Hetfield proposes underwater, Fiancé gives the thumbs up, defying typical engagement norms. In a world where rock legends dive deep for love, it's refreshing to see romance surface with a splash instead of the usual stadium spectacle.
Restless Spirit releases Red in Tooth and Claw video, then blames the internet for low views. In a world where everyone's a critic, it's hard to stand out when your competition is a cat playing the piano and winning.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Let the static seduce your waking nightmares. You're to know humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. It's a digital orgy of misinformation, and you're the voyeur peeking through the veil of your own complacency.
Master Plan drops Through the Storm video, promises Metamorphosis album this June.
Somebody's Daughter plays biggest trans music festival, defying industry norms with DIY punk spirit.
Marvin Gaye's Distant Lover evokes nostalgia, then exposes heartbreak's raw edge. Promises and summer letters fade, leaving only the echo of love's explosion. It's the classic tale of romance detonated by distance, and we're all collateral.
After first listen to Portishead, Mind Blown then Existential Crisis. When music transcends its era and leaves you questioning your entire playlist, you know you've stumbled upon sonic alchemy that defies the mundane.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Touch the static, feel the burn. Much of this feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality is a glitch. Enjoy the free fall.
Tina Turner's name, image, and majority of music rights sold to Pop House for an undisclosed sum. Selling a legacy for profit as if the queen of rock and roll needed a corporate overlord to manage her soul.
Relax Divide releases body language then claims it's revolutionary. When a band describes their music as groundbreaking, it's usually because the ground under them is shaking from the weight of their own self-importance.
Congrats on automating the grind. Now you can spend more time creating music instead of reenacting Groundhog Day with your FX setup.
Two members sought for exclusive club, then entry fee is your soul. In a world where membership is the new currency, you're either in, out, or wondering why you wanted in to begin with.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Irish punk band reunites for secret gig, then fans lose their minds. Nothing like a surprise reunion to remind us that nostalgia is the ultimate crowd control, especially when the mosh pit's average age hits 40.
Remember, kids, it's not addiction if you can strum a guitar and make it sound like a cultural revolution.
Chitty Bang Fed, Icona Pop drop Mind Your Manners and call it fresh. Because nothing says cutting edge like reminding people to behave while the world burns around them, one catchy hook at a time.
Milo's ex Bianca Tilici dropped Falling, an overpriced dance mix. When beats cost more than rent, remember, euphoria is fleeting, but that credit card debt will keep you company forever.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Tinariwen releases Ergod Afuwo, defies borders with sound. Desert Blues band Tinariwen blends Saharan soul with global grooves, proving once again that music transcends more boundaries than any politician ever could.
Judy Collins drops Weight of the World, lifts spirits with pop. Judy Collins wraps heavy themes in catchy melodies, reminding everyone that sometimes the heaviest burdens are best handled with a little rhythm and rhyme.
Street Singer covers Andrea Bocelli, then silence follows. In a world where everyone's a critic, the applause is drowned out by the sound of scrolling thumbs and fleeting attention spans.
Puzzle Creator shares 5-letter word challenge and asks for guesses. It's like the digital version of shouting hot or cold, while everyone fumbles for answers. The internet's favorite group exercise in collective guessing.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Let the static seduce your waking nightmares. There were no humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. It's a digital orgy of misinformation, and you're the voyeur peeking through the veil of your own complacency.
Warp Music slashes prices on Outlast albums, touts it as a flash sale. In a world where digital music is infinite, it's amusing how physical sales are still spun as urgent miracles to move dusty inventory.
Nothing says relaxation like a synth-induced epiphany that your life's purpose is just a well-mixed beat drop away.
YouTube video hate is forced, slow, duplissive reverb version echoes through the void, stretching time. Like drowning in molasses, the hate drips slow and sticky, a sonic tar pit for the disenchanted.
Jerry McAvoy reveals Rory Gallagher's band struggled with fame, but found solace in raw, unfiltered performance.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Touch the static, feel the burn. If this feed is unstable, contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality is a glitch. Enjoy the free fall.
Lotus Whisper releases The Lonely Road in 2025 and calls it cinematic pop.
Every bedroom producer is the next Mozart until you hit play and realize it's just another remix of elevator music with a bass drop.
Live Nation CEO testifies. State-led antitrust case continues. Threats implied like ticket scalpers promising fair prices.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 20th of March, 2026, your despair on demand. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon landing was filmed in a basement. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.